Hey everyone, Sakura here. I'm back with another video. If you guys are back here in Guilford, Connecticut, we're here at the Old Norse Cemetery. I actually was supposed to bring my notebook as well as bring my spirit box, and I forgot both of those as soon as we got here. Well, I remembered about the spirit box actually when we were a lot closer to my house, but I totally forgot about it still anyway. So at that point, considering we're on a time crunch already, like we couldn't turn back. You know? Also, it's very windy today, so I just want you guys to be aware of that, that's all. Also, I did forget my notebook as soon as we literally hit around actually being in Connecticut, so yay. That's perfect. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're still going to kind of try to paranormal investigate, but I don't know if we'll even catch anything, honestly, due to, one, me not having my spirit box. Two, it's kind of fun because I don't remember how to use that one specifically in the first place because I haven't used it in so long. So that's on me. Yeah, so it's going to be like a little vlog. I can summarize what I remember from last time, and that was like months ago. So, yay. Good luck. Hopefully I get an A+. Got here. You guys will see right now. Is that right when we got here, the church bell was going off practically right as I was starting to set up. So that was beautiful. And it's like the longest bell ever because it went on for probably like about 3 minutes long. That's an exaggeration, but because it kept going on and off as well, so quite interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into the rest of the video, guys. Alright, so step one is switch the stand I'm using. I'm currently using a smaller one, so it's going to be a lot easier for when we do stuff like this. So I have like a selfie kind of stick one. I did buy previously like a little GoPro a while ago, years ago. So like this is going to be a lot easier when we're walking around like this and everything. The stability is kind of okay. Like you're shaking right now because like my arm is tired. But the stability is pretty good. I'm actually pretty good with the stability, honestly. Oh wait, is this stability? No, I forgot what it's called. Sorry, that's funny. You guys can laugh at me. I was close enough. Correct me in the comments, okay? So like this is so much easier. Again, the stability is so much better. I can do this one-handed. But now I can this is so much easier. Guys, this is so much easier. Sorry, I'm enjoying this. My mom's all the way over there, but we're going to go over here. So Guilford, Connecticut has a tremendous amount of history. I think this is a stone right here, so you gotta be careful. Oop. That's not fun. Yeah, that's one thing that's gonna suck. So like the camera's probably gonna fall when I have it there, but I can use... It should not fall now. Okay, so it's gonna stay straight. If it's at a little bit of an angle, I tried, but other than that, it's gonna stay because I forgot to tighten that part of the stand, so like that's my fault. But yeah, so this is not a piece of bark. This is a straight up stone right here. That's what that is. Anyway, Guilford, Connecticut has a tremendous amount of history. They also were straight up connected to one of the bigger military fronts back in the 17 to 1600s. Mostly the 1700s, like, I think it was... I could be getting this wrong because I'm doing this from memory, and I haven't been here for months. The last time we were here, we were freezing our butts off because this town is also like a port town. You're like right near the beach. There's Jacob's Beach, there's Fort Beach too in the area, but that was way before where we are now. So like that's before Guilford. But either way, we have Captain Scranton, who is a very famous figure from Guilford, Connecticut. He went all the way to New York from here, and he was a commanding officer, and he was helping his men through the war effort as well. And he ended up getting smallpox because one of his soldiers ending up contracting the disease, which made him pass away. He is not buried here. He is buried at a totally different cemetery. I have to get in contact with that cemetery because I want to go there. I want to get in contact with that cemetery so I could be able to go there. That is where Captain Scranton and his men are buried. There are also other people who possibly contracted the smallpox disease who are also buried there. So it's called the Smallpox Cemetery. And that is also in Guilford, Connecticut. But it is not a public place anymore. It is now a private place where you do have to pay to go. And you have to get permission to go to that cemetery. And they do give out tours and stuff like that. It's said to be haunted. But considering they do touring and stuff like that, I don't know how the activity would be. But considering they also own the sick house from that time period as well, which is right next to the cemetery as well. That is where, not Captain Stafford, sorry, Captain Scranton, it's not Stafford, Captain Scranton, he is buried there, but there's no information of where he fully stayed while he had smallpox, but he also was with his men. He was in like a totally different area, but a lot of people who were buried in the smallpox cemetery were left there practically to die in that house. I was about to say cemetery. But the reason why they had the sick houses during that time period in the 1700s, it wasn't just for smallpox, it was for like other diseases and plagues at that time period. So they would always have like a sick house where they would put all the sick people at. So whenever they would actually die, some people would get better, majority of people did end up dying. So they would have the sick houses right next to the cemetery. So a lot of cemeteries where there's houses either in or next to the cemeteries, that specifically possibly was a sick house. I can't confirm that. That's an assumption. But I believe, like, it probably was a sick house. Especially when it's, like, you know, has, like, the 1700s styling of the houses. But everything else, there's two churches here. So there's this one, and then there's that one over there. This is the one that always goes off. It's not this one that goes off, it's that one that goes off. So a lot of people went to that sick house and they passed away. They did not treat anybody who was sick like they were actual people, which is pretty sad. A lot of people were mistreated when they're in those sick houses. And it's pretty upsetting to this day. And I literally, again, I think it's horrible because they would used to bring, so remember how it was when we went through COVID back in 2020? It's kind of similar to that, but except 10 times worse because everybody were taken out of their homes. As soon as you got sick, like depending on how your family was, there's a chance where it went to literally nobody and they would end up taking your land. I don't know how true that is. I'm probably getting that mixed up with something else, so I apologize if that is incorrect. Because I do believe that's incorrect. What is that noise? Was that you? It sounded like something fell over, like something was like hitting hard plastic. That's what it sounded like. I don't know if anybody heard that. Or I could just be hearing things. I don't even know. I wouldn't say that that's paranormal. So there's a lot of graves here that are fully sunken in. So like this cemetery is well taken care of, and it also isn't. As you guys can see, they're losing people's graves to time, but they also kind of. That's why a lot of people in the 1700s or the 1800s sometimes they have two gravestones. I've only seen that in Connecticut so far. I don't know why. But because either they're little small ones, so like again, these ones are fully sinking into the ground. As example. How I see it, right? For Connecticut. So in Somers, Connecticut, there is a cemetery that I go to every once in a while. I went to it a lot in like one whole year specifically. That is one of the first cemeteries that I ever seen people have two gravestones, one in front of the other. I've only seen this in Connecticut so far, technically, but specifically that one, and a lot of them were in the 1700s versus 1800s because I was in the older side, and it was always those older ones. Because sometimes, after a while, if they think that a grave is getting too old, they'll add a new one, but it depends on the cemetery, and not all cemeteries are the same. Not all cemeteries are the same either. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, I got cut off. My camera stopped recording. I don't know why it does that, but either way, I can see when it happens. So it's kind of like that. And again, I've only seen that in Connecticut, and we're in Guilford, Connecticut. So this whole area of Connecticut has a lot of war history. So it's quite interesting at that point. Hello. Hello, Mama.
Oh, yeah, French-Indian War over there.
Mama, do you know how fun it is to have this stand? It helps so much.
Oh
Yeah, clearly. It helps so much. Yes? So what were you saying, Mama?
yeah. The French Indian War person down there.
Oh, Mama, there's a Francis. You're walking right next to the Francis.
Yeah, and I rocked right by Rebecca over there.
I can't pronounce this person's name.
I couldn't either.
Oh, when we got here, guys, people were looking at me. There's two women here when we got here, and they were looking at me while I was trying to take my stuff out of the car. So I was trying to move all of my stuff into the cemetery. Looking at me, and I went back to this stand that I'm using with the camera right now, the selfie stick, in the other bag to bring it over into the cemetery. And again, these two women were just staring at me like I had like two heads. And I am kind of dressed alternatively today, so I'm like, I don't know if it was that or what. I mean, again, dressing alternatively. You know, I got the little ghosty ghost bandana here, and I'm also wearing like this bandana as well, the skull and crossbones too. I got these yesterday at Walmart because they had all of their Halloween stuff. I got so much Halloween stuff. Mostly it was just pajamas because I need pajamas anyway because I have to get rid of a lot of my clothes in general because they don't fit me anymore and stuff. So it is what it is. But like these are new. These are new. They're so soft too. They're 100% cotton. I love it. So again, I can't wait to do the paranormal investigation here. I do believe that this area is haunted. So as you guys can see, look at how long the grass is. Like it's fully fine like over here because that's where a lot of the newer graves are. It's kind of like they only cut the grass in like one area. Shelby. Roe Hubbard. November 17th, 1869. 69 years old. Where is the other one that you're looking for? They want to show Mama? Mary Louisa. 60. Oh, Samuel too. Over there. I like the writing on that one. Oh, I'm like I hear, a twig snap. Apparently it was my feet. Oh, yeah. Captain Nathaniel. Bart left. Died January 20th, 1875. He was 73 years old. Right here. I can hear cicadas. I can't read most of this. I assume that he is in the Navy considering, the symbol right here. This is probably like one of my favorite stones actually. I cannot read this at all. It's also a living gravestone because of this right here. I don't know, can you read it?
No.
I don't know,
The
my
daughter
glasses.
of somebody.
In memory of Mrs. Blah blah blah. I can't really read it. And then
Yeah, but
yes,
this
it does say daughter of but further down, yeah.
Yes.
A Mr. Jolin? Or is that John?
John.
Can't read it. I don't know. I guess I can't read. 1793 right here. July. Lucy! Aw! My cat's name Lucy. Oh, I miss my little baby girl. 1725, I think it's something 20 right here. Stabilization is so beautiful. There he goes again. There goes the dragonfly. Oh, he went on top of my head this time. There he is. There he is. There he goes. That's the dragonfly. He's huge. The Revolutionary War, right here.
So now in French Indian War right over there.
Yeah, French and Indian Wars right here.
What's that?
Yeah, I think that was our thumbnail for last time. Does it say Rachel? I can't really tell what that fully says.
He died in the same war, but in 1812, and that's 1817.
He was also a captain too. Revolutionary War, yeah, right there. Lexington alarm. It's literally like nicer weather now. Legitimately. For this. Another Lexington alarm right here too. Again, there's a lot of history here. I don't mean to step on you. I'm so sorry. This cemetery is so huge. Look at this, guys. It goes all the way back over here. I love it. I love it. Oh, Robert! Hello! In memory of Robert. It looks like gluten, but it's not. That's not what it says. It's hard to see. They also got a lot of living gravestones. Deborah! I think that says Deborah. I could be wrong. It's hard to read. Mostly because, like, again, the lighting right here is just bad. And these are really old graves. So, can't read that one. Who knows what this was? Captain Hands. Oh my gosh, it does say Hands. Holy Jesus Christ. He passed away when he was 90. If you ever see this on a gravestone, that means age, by the way. Like, it took me a while, even though, like, it makes sense to understand that, too. Veteran. Revolutionary War veteran. Revolutionary War veteran. Oh, they have. I love the last name Flower. It also reminds me of Scott Pilgrim, too. I've been watching that a lot recently, because depression. Ebenezer. Revolutionary War as well here. There's also a lot of kids buried here as well. Oh, this one's so clean. I love the writing, how they were able to do that right here. So sometimes kids are not even buried with their own families because they're all scattered around. So it's very sad, actually. It's very sad. Ruth. I love that name. Yeah. I thought this is Douglas. This is his daughter. I think this is Amelia or Emily. Revolutionary War, Samuel. Died August 30th, 1814. Age 75. 7th.
It's another war.
Yeah, revolutionary, but 7th something. William Rooster. Rooster. That one over here is also broken. There's one over here that's broken in pieces too. A lot of them are broken. That one kind of looks like an egg. This one over here looks like an egg.
Yeah, there's another one over there that looks like an egg too.
I know, but like this one specifically looks like an egg, especially from further away. Oh my. Is that a mushroom over there? What is that? Oh, it's not mushroom. It's a cross. Scratton. I wonder if they're related to Captain Scratton. Oh, it's such a nice day for this. It feels like fall, doesn't it?
Captain,
Nancy.
U.S. Army, World War II. He was in the Korean War. Bruce Robinson, Sergeant, U.S. Army, Korea. He was born in the same year as Papa, and he died in 2017.
Now we're on the little ghost hunt / investigation. If anyone is here, please make a sign. Just so you guys know that there's like a road all around the cemetery. So you're going to be hearing a lot of cars. So not everything is going to be paranormal. There's a chance that we're probably not going to hear anybody because we don't have a spirit box right now. That is my fault. Yeah, that sucks. Even if I did, it would still be null and void anyway. So at that point, I would rather just do it without it. So it is what it is. And also my mom is walking in the background. She's with me, so you're probably going to be hearing her a lot too. So it's also null and void because she's walking around. So she is off camera, but she's right there. Has anyone who was a veteran in the war, are you guys here? I should have been more specific with that question. Not only that, I didn't word that correctly because in my head it sounded totally different, but then when I actually said it out loud, I felt like a dumbass. So, yeah, that's perfect. Would anyone like to speak with us today? Are there any children here? At times like this, I wish that I had an EVP. I do not, like, at all. I only have a spare box. That's it. I also wish I had an IR light camera. I said it correctly! Success! I said it correctly that time. Yay. Thank God. I was about to ask where you were. I know, but you disappeared. I'm like, where did Mama go? Did she phase in through the forest over there, or what? There's a forest, like, right next to us, but there's also houses, like, everywhere also, so that's also why I don't think that anything, a lot of things can be debunked because of that, so, yeah. Also, if you can hear stuff in the background, it's the tree, like, over here that you're hearing. It's the one, like, where are you? It's that one right there. Where, like, you can just hear crackling or whatever. It sounds like there's stuff falling from the tree constantly and you don't see anything, but I do think that there could be, like, tree nuts falling from it. I don't know. We'll find out later or not. I don't think it's paranormal, but, like, not only is a tree a background noise, but you can also hear birds too. So I don't think it's phantom birds. They're there. And then we also had a dragonfly earlier, if you guys don't remember. Okay, back to that. That was a little short intermission. I'll probably delete this. If anyone wants to make themselves known, you can throw anything at me. I give you my permission to do that. Just prove to us that you are here. Should have wrote down questions, but I didn't. Perfect. Normally I don't have to because I can remember stuff pretty well, but like I worked closing last night, so I'm tired. We also left late too. I wanted to leave a lot earlier. We did not. So we're supposed to go to the beach after this, but we're not gonna have time because my mom wants to go to Red Lobster to get her crab legs, so you know. Priorities. Plus it's fine because we already went to the beach like twice already this year. It was either twice or 3 times. I don't remember because we also went up to Salem like early spring. Unless I'm remembering that differently. Who the heck knows? I felt like I went 3 times, I guess. The other one was at Old Orchard Beach. So that's in Maine. For people who don't know that, that is in Maine. I love Maine so much. I'll do a couple more questions and then we'll stop. Is there anyone related to Captain Stratton here? Was there anyone who had smallpox buried here? That's it for questions today for the investigation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and can't wait to see you guys for the next adventure. I gotta end it right now. So I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Sakura Bro, signing off, guys.